Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cleveland Browns versus Russell Wilson and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills. The ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 15 carries, 65 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chris Jones in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal,
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On first down, Hurts. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Wilson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Chris Jones in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141 and a half. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Browns to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Lockett, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So let's glance at a player spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go play action now. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Throwing is Hurts.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. That catch good for only a couple.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jalen Hurts in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime.
What's good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Texans are going to need to put together one heck of a run in the second half, but the win does move them to 3-6 on the year. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Justin Herbert sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right.
They'll get that complete to Alberto.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Hurts.
Dancing to his left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
They go play action with Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. Okurebunam. 7 yards the pickup there. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter. That return for 6 points. We now have a game again.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Browns set and ready to go on offense.
And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him and get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25.
So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson, he finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second time.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Javonte Williams.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Lockett the return.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
This is McCaffrey on the give, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Wilson will throw again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now Wilson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Lockett the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. On the ground, McCaffrey. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. the chip shot. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs.